Hello friends, welcome to this video. As we have discussed in about the break statement in the previous tutorial, which was tutorial number 22. In this video we are going to talk about the continuous statement. So let's start our video. Here are the topics that we will be covering in this video. First, we are going to see that what does continuous statement do, and then we are going to see that how and where to use the continuous statements, and we'll have some explanation part of this also, and finally we have some coding examples in the IDE to have a better hand on the continuous statements. So let's start our video and stay tuned with me. So here's the explanation part to that how to use the continuous statement. So suppose what is the basic use of the continuous statement? So continuous statement does nothing but the continuous statement skips the current iteration and continues with the next iteration. So what does this mean? That suppose you have a loop, suppose you have a for loop, and as you know that the for loop has some iterations. So if you want to skip a particular iteration, then you can skip with the continuous statement. So continue and break statements are often used in the for and if else statements. So we will be seeing some examples to understand this. First, let's have an explanation part for the statement, and we'll see that how these continuous statements work. Okay, so here is the explanation part. So here you can see we have some small piece of code which has some while loop here, and we have two statements, and inside the two statement we have continuous statement also. Now here we are going to again consider two scenarios as we have done in the break statement part. Okay, so here consider two scenarios. First scenario, that we are going to assume that there is no continuous statement in this while loop. Okay, and then second scenario will be that we are going to assume that here we have continuous statement. So considering the first scenario, how the code works. Okay, let's see. Compiler will come here, it will check the condition. If the condition is found to be true, then it will execute the statement 1, as we have assumed in our first scenario that there is no continuous statement. So after executing the statement 1, it will again execute the statement 2. Then after executing the statement 2, it will again go to its initial position, and if again the condition is found to be true, then again it will come to the same while loop and it will execute the statement 1 and the statement 2 again and again. So this process will go again and again until this condition is found to be false. Okay, so this is how the while loop will run if we are not having the continuous statements between these two, statement 1 and statement 2. Now consider that we are having the continuous statement, which is scenario number 2 for this video. So now how this while loop executes. So suppose compiler come here, while, then it will check the condition. If the condition is found to be true, then it will come inside the while loop and execute the statement 1. And as soon it encounters the continuous statement, then what it will do, it will skip the rest of the statement behind or below this, and it will redirect the compiler to go onto the initial position. That means now the while loop will restrict to where? While, statement 1 and continue. So this will become our while loop only. The statement 2 will not be executed at any cost. That means suppose the compiler comes here, again it will check the condition, then it will enter the while loop, it will execute the statement 1. If it encounters the continuous statement, then in spite of going down, it will go up. Okay, so this is how the continuous statement works. So as soon it encountered the continuous statement, then what it will do, it will immediately exit the current iteration and start the new iteration. Okay, so we will understand this statement when we will be using the for loops. Okay, so let's move on to the IDE to see some coding examples. Okay, this is the simple while loop, and we have understood in the slides also that how the continuous statement works in when we have a while loop. So again, let's understand it. So here we have condition. It will check the condition. If the condition is found to be true, then it will come here, and again we have some test expression to check the condition. If this test expression is found to be correct, then again it will enter the if block, and as it enters it encounters the continuous statement, then it will redirect the loop, redirect this iteration to the new iteration. That means it will it will redirect this code to its initial position. That means again it will move up and it will again check the condition. Again it will come, again it will, if again it find the test expression to be correct, then again it will encounter the continue, again it will go on to the condition part. So this will go on and on. Okay, so now suppose we have the for loop here. So here we have some initialization part, some condition and some iteration written here. So don't focus on that, just focus on the function of the continuous statement. So here we have initialized the for loop completely. Now here we have some of the statement 1, which is saying that suppose we have some variable as sum and we are doing sum equal to sum plus 1. That means it is adding 1 to the sum value. Okay, now after this we are using the continuous statement. So what does this continuous statement do? It will finish this iteration and it will go on to the initial part. Okay, and it will start new iteration of the for loop. That means it will again check the condition here and again it will increment the part, then again it will come to the sum equals to sum plus 1, and again it encounters the continuous statement and it will skip the rest of the parts, and then it will redirect again to the condition part and again to the iteration, again sum equals sum plus 1. So this will go on and on until this condition is satisfied, okay, and in each iteration the statement 2, which is sum equal to sum plus 3, will not be executed. Okay, so this is how the continuous statement works. I hope you have understood it, but still to have a better hand, let's do some exercise problem. So what is the exercise problem here? So write the code to print only even numbers from 1 to 15. So suppose here we are supposed to write a C program in which only even numbers are printed. Okay, so here is the basic snippet for this code. We have written hashtag include stdio.h and the I have declared one variable as int a equals to 0. Okay, so let's use the for loop to solve this problem. So I am going to initialize the for loop first. So this is, so if initialize the for loop till now. Okay, so int I equals to 0, I is less than, so I am going to initialize this I equals to 1, I is less than or equals to 15 because we want up to 15, then I am going to increase the value of I. Okay, so this is the for loop. Now what I am going to check, first check that whether it is even, first check that whether it is odd. Okay, so I percentage 2 is not equals to 0, then what? Then you need to skip the code and go on to the next iteration. That means we should use the continuous statement, and if this condition is not true, then I am going to have the else part here. And what the else part will do, it will, so in the else part we are going to write to print the value of 5. Okay, that means the I is even. Okay, so I'm going to print the value of I here, percentage d annual and character, which is very important, and I'm going to print the I here. Okay, so this is the simple code, or either you can remove the else part here also, no need of else part. You can have individual if part also. Okay, so no need of else part here. So that means the code will become simply this. Okay, and finally we have written return 0. So let's understand the code here. So we have int a equals to 0. For int I equals to 1, we are having the initialize the value of a equals to 1, and then of I equals to 1, and this is my condition that look that this loop should go until 15 times, okay, or 16 times. Then check the condition if this I percentage 2 is not equals to 0. That means if it is odd, then you should continue. That means it will move on to the next iteration. It will not come to this part. Okay, not come and execute the printf statement. If this condition is found to be incorrect, then automatically it will not execute the if block, and it will come out of the if block and it will automatically execute the printf statement. That means the value of I will be what? Even. So let's save this code and have a new terminal, and let's run this code. Okay, so I am going to write here gcc tuts 23.1.c. okay, so it has compiled successfully. Now let's run this code, which is p.exe. So just wait for the output here. Okay, So you can see that the output has been successfully completed. So this problem has been solved. I hope you have understood this problem and you have understood the whole function of the continuous statement. Even though this concept is very small, but believe me, it makes life of programmer very easy. So I hope you have understood this video. So please like this video and subscribe the channel. So that's it for this video. Thank you and Jai Hind.